What's up, guys? So it's been forever since I recorded a video. I think the last one you got of me was I recorded it on Tuesday after I took those 2 loads around Washington, and today is Saturday the 13th of July, so it's been quite some time. I'm currently at the Boise Stage Stop at exit 71. If you haven't been here, I highly recommend it. The food is great. I just had a Mexican omelet for breakfast with some hash browns on the side. It was really good. But I think my favorite is the avocado bacon one they have. I've had that the last time I was in, and it was way better than the Mexican omelet. But that is just my preference. So yeah, where I've been and why I haven't been filming. So after Tuesday, after I got those 2 loads, I was telling you that they wasn't able to get the trailer loaded until Wednesday morning. So I woke up first thing Wednesday morning, hooked up to the trailer. It went all the way up to Mount Vernon. They ended up doing it opposite of the way they originally said. They went with the furthest stop first and then came back to Linwood and all those places. So I got up, I think they had me loaded and I was ready to leave by 9:30, and I had to cut a few stops off of it, so it wasn't as big of a pay as I expected, but it was still decent. So I headed up north that day, did all that, came back. I got stuck in like 2.5 hours to go 40-some miles because of the Seattle traffic and everything right at 5, 6 o'clock. So I ended up not getting back until super late Wednesday night. And they already had me load ready on this trailer, the trailer I brought up, because it's a reefer unit. So they already had that one ready to go, and that one had, I think, 4 stops in Wenatchee, and then 1 stop in Ellensburg, 1 stop in Richland, so that's 6, and then I got all those done the first day with the trailer. So once I got back to the yard, I had a good 3 hours left of my 14-hour clock. So I took I dropped my trailer, hooked up, grabbed the bills, hooked up to this trailer, and headed out. And I made it up to Cle Elum, which was right at the road that I take to get up on the 97 to go up to Wenatchee. So because I did that night, instead of taking my 10-hour break at the terminal, I was able to get Richland off, because they originally had this load scheduled for Thursday, Friday, and Monday. Because if I would have started at the terminal on Thursday morning, I wouldn't have been able to get to Richland after all my Wenatchee stops and everything before they closed. But where I started early and I went that extra mileage, the next day, Thursday morning, I was able to get all the way to Richland, get that stop off, and then make it all the way down to I think I stayed at the Flying J that night, and at, what is it, the 29, right in Idaho on 80, or no, not 80, excuse me, 84. But yeah, so I made it right there to, that night, got a shower, got a little bite to eat, and it was super late Thursday night when I made it there. And that left me starting Friday morning at I got my hours back at like 9:15 that morning. So I had 2 stops, one in Caldwell, Idaho, and then one in Boise. And since I was able to get those off first thing Friday, I was able to drive all the way from Boise to Twin Falls, make that stop, and then back up to, or not back up, but over to Blackfoot, Idaho, which is up 15 right underneath Idaho Falls. I had to stop there, and then I stopped in Idaho Falls, and I had 2 stops. And once I figured out I'd be able to get empty on Friday instead of having to wait till Monday, I went ahead and called my dispatcher, because it was like 4 o'clock, 3:30 Eastern time. I was like, what's the chances you having a backhaul laying around for tomorrow. She said, you're going to call me at 3:30, 4 o'clock and ask for a backhaul for tomorrow. Say, yes. But I figured she didn't have it, so, you know, I was just calling to see if anything's laying around. But she wasn't going to get me a load till Tuesday, because originally we didn't think my load was going to get empty till Monday. So it actually worked out better. I got empty on Friday, and she got me a load. She had one laying around for Monday, but I could have took one. Okay, so I got empty in Idaho Falls, so I could have took a $4,200 load from Idaho Falls to Alexandria, Virginia, which is like the DC area, and I could have did that for $4,200, and then, you know, deadhead it back to Hickory, North Carolina, which I think, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a few hundred miles at least. Probably, I'd say at least 250, 300 miles. So I could have did that, but then she was like, or I've got this $5,000 load leaving out of Nampa, Idaho, which is all the way back where Boise is, which is like 300 miles. But it's delivering in Hickory. So I took the extra $800, did the 300 miles up front, and then I'll just, you know, be right at the shop. I'll be like 10 miles down the road from my terminal once I get home. So that's going to be really good, and then I don't have to deal with all that traffic up in Alexandria. So that worked out really good. That's going to be a good paying load, because I get 65% of the backhauls, and then is that right? No, I get, see, now that I've been up here so long, if I'm doing the terminal loads from the Northwest, I get 55% of those. I think I get 65% of the furniture loads leaving from North Carolina, and then I get 75% of the backhauls. So I'm gonna get 75% of the $5,000 for that backhaul. And once I get home and I get all my settlements and look them over, I'm gonna do a video and tell y'all exactly how much I've made while I was up here. I think y'all will be surprised how much money you can actually make when you plan things and do things like this, where you're willing to stay out a little extra and just help companies out. I don't know if y'all's companies have like something like this, but I think I'm hoping that I'm going to average at least $4,000 after expenses a week, which by a rough estimate of doing everything in my head, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to be at. So I've got this curtain closed to keep all the AC in the back, and it's definitely hot up here. While I was eating breakfast, I was looking at new trucks on my phone. I don't know if I'm ready to get a new truck, but it's always nice to have an idea how much they cost if, you know, something major ever goes wrong with this truck I have. This one has like 569,000 miles, about to be 570, and it still seems to be doing really good. I haven't had any major problems. I am going to take it in like I always do, get it checked out by my local mechanic. I think I'm hearing a loss of air when I flip my I lock in my rears. It seems like something's leaking air, so I'm gonna have them check that out too while I'm home, and then see if I can get this clutch brake adjusted, because when I'm at a red light or something, I go to put it in gear. So I don't know, sometimes I take it out of gear and then slap it back into gear, but it's getting hard. Sometimes it doesn't line up and it just grinds a little bit, or when you first turn it on for the day, just get into gear, it grinds a little bit. So I want to get that checked out and see if they can adjust the clutch brake on this truck. I don't know if they can do that on internationals. You know, I know some aren't adjustable, but when I bought the truck, my buddy said usually around the 500s to 600s you need to change the clutch out anyway. So I haven't needed to yet. You know, maybe it's just something I'm gonna have to get done. But when you're on vacation is the time to do it, because you don't want extra downtime. So if I'm taking 2 weeks off now, I'm going to have all that done during those 2 weeks. And then my girlfriend went ahead and got me a dental appointment. I conned her into doing all the dirty work for that. So I've got a couple cavities. I've had them for a while now, so I was like, it's time to go ahead and get it taken care of. The problem is with dentists and being over the road is they usually want to do just a cleaning and x-rays your first visit. And I think they do it just to, get extra money. And then they'll schedule a visit so you know exactly, I guess so they know exactly what you need the next visit. So they're like, all right. And then being a truck driver, never knowing your exact schedule, it's almost impossible to make it to 2 consecutive visits. So if you make it to the one, then like, all right, come back in 3.5 weeks. You're like, well, I may or may not be home in 3.5 weeks. Anything could go wrong then. So, but this place said they should be able to get my fillings in the same days, unless it's a crown or something, and they won't be able to do that. But I'm pretty excited to finally get that done. I'm gonna pay out of pocket because I've told y'all before, I was in the Marine Corps, so I go to the VA for my health care. For my dental, I guess I'm just going to pay out of pocket. If y'all want a video about that or see how much things cost, I could probably break that down for you. But I've always heard dental insurance really isn't that good anyway, so might as well just save the money paying monthly and just use that money that you save from not paying for it and just pay for the whatever you need fixed. But hopefully it's not more than a couple grand. And then I would like to, I've been thinking about it, I would like to get LASIK eye surgery. I don't think I'm responsible enough to take care of my contacts. I don't change them out often. I sleep in them. I only wash them. I wash them sometimes and put them right back in, and my eyes never get a break, so I think it's time that I do something about that. Obviously, I don't want to wear glasses because then I can't wear my sunglasses unless I buy the prescription ones. But that just seems like a hassle, and then you walk inside of a hot room from being outside in the cold, your glasses fogs up, and then you get sweat on them when you're working outside, or they fall off your face, just all kinds of hassles. But yeah, I should get this video uploaded pretty soon. I've just been super busy those last 3 loads. It was just running and running and running, and after you burn out a 14-hour clock, and then you eat or shower off or whatever, you've been at it 16 hours a day, and you're just ready to lay down and get some sleep. So I'm finally slowed down. So like I said, today's Saturday. I'm staying at the Boise Stage Stop for the weekend, and I'll head down to Nampa either Sunday or Monday morning and pick up that backhaul and start heading home. And I should be able to make it home in 3 days. So if I leave Monday night, I think I did the math, if I leave Monday at like 4 p.m. Eastern time, I should be able to get back like first thing Thursday morning. So I'm pretty excited. I haven't been home in a while. I know some of you drivers out there, y'all stay out months at a time. I'm not used to that, but honestly, I can say this last, I guess it's been 3 weeks. It's about to be my 4th week out. It's really, time hasn't went by super slow or anything. I think since I've been doing it for 2 years now, or at least been driving for 2 years. I've been driving solo for what, 1.5 years now. I think I'm just finally getting used to it, and normally 10 days I'm out. That doesn't seem like, after I do stuff like this, like in January, when I did it, January and February, I did it for like the 6 weeks. Then I took a week off, and then I just went back to my normal 10-day runs. it seemed like I was just getting back into things by the time I was already making it home. It was it's pretty crazy how it changes that quick. It's like you went from being used to only being out for a week when you was driving teams, 5 days, and then 9 and 10 days sucked, and then 10 days is nothing once you go 6 weeks, and then yeah, the 10 days fly by, and now like this 4 weeks didn't seem like much at all. And it definitely helps when you're getting compensated good for it. But yeah, you don't have as much stress. I don't think I have as much stress as I used to have, when you're thinking about paying your bills and money. I have more bills and more revolving money coming in and out each month, but I'm not as stressed about it. And like I said, I've had these a cavity for at least 2 or 3 years that I know of. And it's always like, well, I don't have dental insurance, I'm just going to hold off on it. Well, I think now I'm making enough money to where I can take care of myself better. Kind of like eating right, too. Honestly, I told you, if you watch yesterday's video or the last video, I am struggling getting back on this diet. But food's just so good. Like last night I ate a $55 steak, which was delicious, by the way. I think it was a classic ribeye. I'd definitely recommend that. And then it came with the asparagus, and I just got normal fries that time. I was gonna get sweet potato fries, but they had this local seasoning that I wanted to try, and I figured it'd be better on normal fries. But yeah, I'm actually making enough money now where I can treat myself right, and like not deny the fact that I'm taking really shitty care of my eyes, and they could get infected from bad contacts or something, and next thing you know, I'm blind, or I'm out of work for a month trying to recover. Like, that's just dumb on my part in the past. But I've always had that frugal mindset. So it's like, oh, I don't want to spend that money on that. What if something happens and I need it for this? Well, now I can be like, all right, it might cost, I haven't even priced it yet. I mean, it could be like $2,000. But I'm willing to spend $2,000 for them to zap my eyes, and then, I think it's only a day or two recovery time now, and then you're back out on the road. And if it only cost me a couple grand, I mean, I spend that in contacts a year. Or not a year, I spend, probably $500 a year, or $200. I don't know, I can't even remember. But whatever the price of contacts are, and all the cleaning supplies and everything for that. So over the course of however long, it'll finally pay for itself, and I won't be treating my eyes as bad, so it'll be better for me, and it'll be beneficial, is what I'm trying to say. And then the teeth, it's like, bro, you got a cavity, get your cavity fixed. I know you don't have dental insurance, but this is why I stay out for 4 weeks, 6 weeks at a time, because when I do it, I have extra cash, so I'm not worried about spending a little extra cash, but it feels like I definitely got way off topic. I don't even know what the topic originally was, except to fill you in on my week, since it has been Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, 4 days. It's been 4 days. I've did 3 loads. Well, I'm going to pick up my 3rd load, but I did get paid. I remember telling you I got paid for the first 2 stops, which was right at $5,000, and then I think it was Wednesday I got 3 more paychecks, which boosted up to like $9,800, and then so I think I have the 3 I just did and 1 more. I think I have 4 left. So once I get home and the settlement sheet's turned in and everything, I can go by and pick up my my final, the back off piece of paper is going to be last, obviously, because I'm just now doing it, and then when I get in, I'll turn it in. So I guess once I get back from vacation, I'll go by, pick that up, and I'll just go over everything I made, what my expenses was, because you know I stayed 2 days in a hotel, and then I stayed. I've bought a couple showers. I bought that frying pan. $450 for the oil change. You know, just little things add up. The $875 truck payment. You know, so I'll do all that math. I'll add it up, and then we can go over it like a settlement day, and I'll just discuss everything that I did and what I got paid for, and then yeah, and then I'll fill you. All right, so sorry about that, guys. I was up front recording the video, and apparently my phone got too hot and it shut it off, so it missed the end of it. But pretty much I was just saying I was going to cover everything I made and what I spent, and let you know how it turned out, what my gross was and everything. But thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and show me some love. So thanks. Have a good one.